Good evening.
Hello, good evening, Mai. I cannot see you. Yeah, that's it. Okay. How are you today, Mai?
Today I'm okay.
You're okay. Do you have a lot of homework in
Yes.
school? You have a lot of homework. Did you do it already?
No.
No, not yet. So after our class, you're going to do it, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, so before we're going to start our new lesson today, we're going to have a song again. Okay, so this one is a song, and then we need to repeat. Okay, we have to repeat after it was that was written on that particular song. Okay, Mai?
Yes.
Okay, for a while. Okay, can you see this one, Mai?
Yes, I can.
Okay, okay, let's do this one now, Mai. So we have to follow, okay? Follow what
Every day
every day
I go to school.
I go to school.
I meet my friends.
I meet my friends
And we all say,
and we all say,
hello, hello,
hello, hello,
how are you?
how are you?
I'm good,
I'm
I'm
good,
great.
I'm great.
How about you?
How about you?
Hello, hello,
Hello, hello,
how are you?
how are you?
I'm good, I'm great.
I'm good, I'm good.
How about you?
How about you? Every day
I go and
I
play.
go and play.
I meet new friends.
I meet new friends
And we all say,
and we all say,
hello, hello,
hello, hello,
what's your name?
what's your name?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Do you wanna play?
Do you want to play?
Hello, hello,
Hello, hello,
what's your name?
what's your name?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Do you wanna play?
Do you want to play?
Na 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 na. Hey, na 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 na. Hey, na 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 na. Hey, na 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 na.
Okay, there you have it. Okay. Um, how do you find the song, Mai? Is it good?
Yes, it's funny.
Yeah, very good. Okay. What it was said in there? It's all about hello. Okay.
How
Hello. How are you?
nice.
Nice to meet you. Very good. So that was a particular song that, of course, if you wanted to say hello to someone, if you wanted to say what's your name or ask the person what is his or her name, so you have to say what's your name, and then you're going to say nice
To
to meet you. Okay, so that is all about introducing also a very simple introduction of self. Okay, Mai?
yes.
Let's proceed to our lesson now, Mai. Are you ready to listen? Okay, so let's proceed now to our lesson. Can you see this one, Mai?
Homework.
Yes, okay. So we are done already discussing about your school, about your family, right, Mai? So
Yes.
we are already done studying about your school, about your family. Now, this time, we are going to study about your
Mm,
home
homework.
homework. Very good. Now, I have here words, my. Okay, I want you to read this one in Vietnam. This one is written in Vietnamese, and then we're going to read after. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. Read this one first. Then tell me if you are done so that we can read also the example. Okay, done, my.
Mm, yes.
Okay, now these are the words that we need to pronounce. So we are going to pronounce words that has the OI sounds or the OI sounds. Can you say OI?
Oil.
Good. OI.
Oil.
Okay, look at the mouth, my. Okay, so this is how you're going to say it. OI.
Oil.
Okay, that's it. So we have to say,
Boy.
very good.
Toy.
Correct.
Joy.
Correct.
Oil.
Very good. Noise.
Noise. Corn.
Very good. Yes.
Destroy.
Again. Destroy.
Destroy.
Very good. Next.
Enjoy.
Annoy.
Annoy.
Next. Choice.
Choice.
Can you say it again?
Choice.
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 That's it. Next.
Toilet.
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 Yes. Next.
Joy.
Yes. Now, what have you observed with these words, my? They have the,
I.
yeah, okay. They have the sound, oi sounds. Okay? And if you are going to pronounce the oi or the oi sounds, it could be pronounced long. So it's a long o sounds together with the I. Okay? Okay, now let's try to practice sentence here, my, or phrases here, my. Can you read number one?
Awful order. Only. Eyes. Only. Outdoors.
Okay, can you repeat after me, my? Okay, can you say all full,
Awful.
old,
Old.
oily,
Only.
oils,
I.
oily,
Oily.
autos.
Autos.
Yes, bobs,
Bobs.
noisy,
Noisy.
boys,
Boys.
boss.
Boss.
I'm
Am
seeking
seeking
employment
Portland
as
as
an
an
accountant.
accountant.
Can you say it again? Accountant.
Accountant.
Very good. Okay, can you read this one all together, my?
Awful. Uh, old. Oily. Eyes. Oily. Altoids.
Autos.
Autos.
Okay, that's right.
Mm, boys.
Bobs.
Bobs. Noisy. Boys. Boss.
Very good.
Am seeking employing and
Employment.
employment as an
Accountant.
accountant. fountain.
Okay. Now, what you had observed in this particular words when you try to pronounce them, my could be your mouth, right? So it looks like this. Okay. It is when you do that, something your mouth is go round. Okay. And then when you pronounce the I, it should be like this. So O and then I. Okay? In the I, as if you are smiling. Okay, Mai? Okay, so
Yes.
these are examples of the words that has the O, I, or OI sounds. Okay, Mike, can you say again? Oi.
Oil.
Can you say it again? Oi.
Oil.
Okay, very good. Now, moving on. Do you have questions with this, Mai? Do you have questions, Mai? Do you understand this one?
Mm, I don't know some vocabulary.
Yeah, never mind. We're going to study that one, okay? Okay, now let's move on to the vocabulary part, okay? This is just only practice, okay? So these are just only practice. And now let's move on to the vocabulary part now. Okay, can you say chapter,
Chapter.
diagram,
Diagram.
addition?
Addition.
Again, addition.
Addition.
That's correct. Involve.
Involve.
Okay, again. Involve.
Involve.
Very good. Can you say it one more time? Chapter,
Chapter.
diagram,
Diagram.
addition,
Addition.
involve.
In park.
Okay, again, involve.
Of.
Okay, very good. Okay, now let's try to learn what are these words, my. So when we say chapter, it looks like this, or it looks also like this. So when we say chapter, it's a main division of a book. Let's say, for example, if you are a books in there, you can see in your book chapter. Let's say, for example, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, so on and so forth. So that is what we call chapter. It
Chap-
has a number or title. Okay? So
yes.
what is chapter again, Mai?
Chapter.
Can you read this one again? A main.
Amen.
Wait for a while. Okay. I have to make this one bigger. Okay. A main.
Division of a book. Tightly with a number for line.
Okay. So when can you say division?
Division.
Can you say it again? Division.
Division.
Okay. Typically.
Typically.
Okay. Title.
Title.
Very good. Okay. So that is chop.
Chapter.
Very good. So do you understand now what is a chapter, Mai?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, now moving on to the second word. So the word is the
Diagram.
diagram. Again,
Diagram.
very good. So when we say diagram, Mai, what is a diagram? Can you read the meaning of it?
A drawing that shows a draw
Arrangement. Can you say it, Mai?
arrangement.
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 Okay. Arrangement.
Agreement.
Arrange. Can you say it, Mike?
Agreement.
Arrangement.
Arrange.
Meant.
meant,
Arrangement.
arrangement,
Very good. And,
mm,
and relations.
relation,
Okay, can you say it again? Relations.
relation,
Very good. So when we say a diagram, it looks like this. So what kind of diagram we use in here? We call this diagram as Venn diagram. So meaning it's a drawing that shows arrangement. It was arranged. Let's say for example, red, flesh, mushy, savory. And then there's also here fruit, round, smooth, skinned. And then there's another one, white, flesh, firm, sweet. So tomato and apple. So what's the differences between the tomato and apple and what its uh, likeness? Okay? So that is what we call a Venn diagram.
Venn
Okay?
diagram.
So do you know what is a diagram now, Mai?
Yes,
Yes, very good. In school, you usually use a diagram, right? We do have many diagrams, not only Venn diagram. We do have a lot of diagram. Okay? Okay, we have the fishbone diagram. We have that one. Then the other one is Venn diagram. And there are many more diagram. Okay, Mai?
yes,
Okay, very good. Now let's move on to the third word. So the word is
mm, is
addi-
addiction,
okay, addition. Of course, it's very easy. When you say addition, if you can see plus sign, that means it's addition. Okay? Meaning, when we say addition, my is adding
adding something to something
else.
else,
Okay.
else,
So meaning, when we say 5 plus 3 and equals to 8. So that means the plus sign here is a sign that we use in telling addition. Right? Okay. So, do you understand what is an addition, Mai?
yes,
Very good. Okay. Next, the last word is in involve.
involve,
Again,
involve,
involve. Okay, one more time, Mai.
involve,
Very good. So what do we mean when we say involve?
mm, involve is
Include. Can you say this one? Include
include,
something
include something
as
as a necessary,
necessary. Again,
part,
necessary. Necessary
necessary part for
result.
result.
Yeah, okay. When we say involve, we need to include, let's say, for example, these are the students, right? So this is the teacher. So in order for the teacher to have an involvement, he need the students to listen to him. That's why we need to include the participation of the students. So that is involved. Okay, Mai? So you know what is an involved now?
Involve
Meaning,
how?
yes, yeah, meaning we have to involve. Okay, I want your involvement to by participating to listen to me. So that is involved. Okay? And many others. So there are also many other meaning when we say involved. Okay, Mai? Okay, look at this picture, Mai. We can also say that this one is also a picture that shows involvement. Okay? Because when we say involved is you include, let's say for example, you connect the puzzle. So that therefore there would be involvement. Okay, Mai?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So what are the words that we had learned today as our vocabulary, Mai? We have
Chapter. mm, Diagram. Addiction. Involve.
very good. Okay. So those are the words under the vocabulary. Okay. So I am going to send also the meaning of this one on the chat box so that you can be able to study them. Okay, Mai?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Do you have any questions with regards to the vocabulary, Mai?
No.
No, very good, Mai. So let's move on to our story now. So I want you to read the story, and later on, we're going to discuss the story one by one. Okay, Mai?
Yes.
Okay, let's start now. Wait for a while. This one sometimes. Okay, this one is the first. My math. Okay. Yes.
Sometimes my teacher give us homework. I
Okay.
don't need do it.
Mind. Okay, can you say my mind?
Mind
Okay.
doing my homework except
Except.
except when the weather is really nice and all my friends are outside.
Very good.
On those nights, I'd rather
Rather.
rather be outside with them. So I try to get my homework done quickly.
Yes.
Tonight I have some English homework. We have been reading a book.
Yes.
We have to read a chapter for the book and some word
Answer. And answer.
and answer the question at the end. At the end of the chapter,
Yes.
it is an interesting book, so the homework for this is quite easy.
Yes. Okay. Next.
My math homework is not so easy. I have to do some addic-
Ad-
addition,
addition.
addition and subtraction.
Yes.
I don't mind that, but there are some problem,
Problems.
problems that need to be slower.
Solve. Okay, can
So
yeah, that's it, my
the
okay.
problem involve addiction,
Sup-
subtraction, and
Multiplication.
multiplication.
Lication. Yeah.
I
Continue.
am not too good with numbers. I need
Mhm.
to work harder on my math. I
Okay.
fish
Finish.
finish a project for history. I had to make a map for Canada with this
Diagrams.
diagram showing the
The
routes,
roots.
the,
Roots.
the routes of on the explorer,
Explorers.
explorer.
Okay, good. Okay, for a while, my. And then, wait. Sometimes my t-shirt. Sometimes hindi po. I don't. Ah, okay. So it's already done. Okay. So we are going to discuss this one by one, Mike. Okay. So sometimes, sometimes your teacher what, Mike?
Gives us homework.
Yes, so that's why I asked you before the start of our lesson if you have the homework because it's in connection with our lesson today. It's all about homework. Okay? Okay. And then you don't mind
Mm,
doing your
my homework.
yes. So when we say doing, you don't mind uh, doing, meaning you don't mind to do your homework, except when
When
the weather
the weather is really nice.
really nice, very good. So meaning to say, you like to do your homework also, except when the weather is really nice. So why is it if the weather is really nice, what are you going to do, Mai?
Mm, and all my friends are outside.
Yes. So if the weather is good, it's not raining, it's not windy, it's not sunny, okay? So you are going to go outside together with your
A
friends,
friend.
right? So you are going to go outside together your friends. And then one night,
And one night, I
rather be
rather be outside with them.
so
So I try to get my homework done quickly.
yes. So meaning because maybe your friends are waiting uh, for you outside. So what did you do with your homework? You done it quickly. So when you say quickly, very fast. So you do your homework very fast because your
Mm,
friends are waiting outside, right?
yes.
Now, do you think it's good to do your homework quickly?
Mm,
If you know it, sometimes it's good if you do your homework very fast. Let's say, for example, oh, I have to do this very fast because my friends are waiting for me outside. So maybe that behavior is not good, but sometimes it's also good if you know your homework. If you done your homework and then you answered them all, oh, it's done already, so no problem in going outside. Right, Mai?
yes.
So, okay, question Mai. What is your priority? Doing homework or playing outside? Choose your answer. Doing your homework or playing outside?
Mm, do homework.
Doing homework. Okay. And then after doing your homework, you can,
Go outside.
yes, you can go outside and play with your friends. Okay, Mai? Okay. And then what happened tonight?
Mm, tonight I have some English homework.
Yes, so you have English homework tonight. Okay? Just like tonight, right? And then the, you have been,
I've been reading a book.
okay, so you have been reading a book as part of your English homework. Okay? And then we have to read,
To
you
read
have to read the
chapter.
yes, so that's why we use here the word chapter. So meaning, if you're done with chapter 1 maybe, then you are going to proceed to chapter 2. So that means chapter. So chapter of the book,
the book and
answer
answer the question
at
at
the.
the end of the chapter.
Yes. So in every chapters that we have in a particular book, there would be a questions at the end of the chapter that you need to answer. Right, Mai?
Yes,
Okay. So what kind of book is that you are reading? It is?
an interesting book.
Yes, so it was an interesting book. So, what happened to your homework?
So the homework for this is quite easy.
Yes, so if the book is interesting, so the homework is quite easy. Very good. Do you do that also, Mai?
Yes,
Yes, very good. Okay, now moving on now. Then you have a math homework. So what is your math homework, Mai?
and math homework is not so easy.
Yes, so meaning it's somehow difficult. It's not easy. Okay? And what are you going to do, Mai?
I have to do some addition,
Addition.
addiction and subtraction.
Yes, so meaning you have to do the addition. So when we say addition, there would be a plus sign in it. Let's say, for example, 5 and then add 3. So that becomes 8. So that is an addition. But what about when we say subtraction? Subtraction, you mean you have to take away or you have to get. Okay? You have to get the number. If addition is to add, subtraction is to take away numbers. Okay, Mai? So what's the sign of subtraction? It's look like this. It's a dash. So that
Mm,
is subtraction. You know what
subtraction.
you know what subtraction, Mai?
Yes,
Yes, very good because you do that one in the school also. Okay, and then you don't mind that, but
but there are some problems that need to be solved.
yes. So meaning in your math homework, there are some problems that need to be solved. What are those problems? Maybe let's say for example, okay, I bought 5 apples in the department store. I bought 5 at too. And I bought, let's say for example, 5 mangoes in the grocery store. So how many fruits all in all? So that's a math problems. Okay, Mai? So you need to solve math problems. And then the problems involve what?
Problem involve addiction,
Subtraction
subtraction, and
and multiplication.
multiplication.
Yes. You know what is a multiplication, Mai?
No,
Okay, multiplication, if you are going to like this, okay, I'm going to show you for a while. Okay, multiplication is doing this one. If let's say, for example, 2 times 3. So this one is a multiplication, Mike. Okay, for a while. Okay, look at this one, Mike. 2 times 3 is equals to 6. And this one is multiplication. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. And subtraction is like this. Let's say, for example, 3 minus 2. That means, okay, 1. So, this one is subtraction, right, Mai?
Yes.
And this one is
Multiplication.
multiplication. So, going back to the story, okay? The problems with that particular math homework involve addition,
Addition.
subtraction,
Addition.
and
Multi.
multiplication. So it's not so easy. Okay, it's somehow difficult to do because that involves three operations: addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Okay, Mai? Now, you're not good with what, Mai?
With numbers.
Yes, so in the story, the person is not good with numbers. So what do you need?
I need to work harder,
Harder?
harder on my
Okay.
math.
Yes. So meaning you need to study very harder. You need to solve that very harder so that you can be able to master the math. Okay, Mai? Okay, and then you just finish with your
Mm,
project
Project for
history. Can you say it?
history.
Okay, project for history.
Project for history.
Okay, and then what you had to make, Mai,
Mm, I had to make a map for
of
Canada
Canada. Okay,
with diagrams showing the route
of all
of the explore.
explorers. Okay, meaning you are done, you are finished with your project for history. So that particular project for history is you are going to draw a map. You know what is a map, Mai?
Mm, yes,
Yes. So just like the map of Vietnam, the map of the Philippines, the map of Canada, that shows a diagram showing the roots. So you know what is a roots?
no.
Okay, so I'm going to show you what's a root. Okay, so this is what we called a root. Okay, for a while. Okay, for a while, my wait, this is not the root. Okay. Look at this one, Mai. Can you see this one, Mai?
Yes, I can.
Yes. So this one is a particular root. Okay, let's say for example, root number 1 is here, going to root number 2, going to root number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are roots.
Root.
Meaning, yeah, it's a root. Meaning it's going to be a highway, okay,
Way.
or a street, okay. That,
Yes.
yes, so that is what we called a route, okay. Now this particular project for history, she is going to make a map just like this one, okay, showing the roots of all the explorers. You know what is explorers, Mai?
No.
Okay. Explorer mean the ones that exploring the country. Let's say, for example, you wanted to go to Canada. And then after Canada, you wanted to go to Vietnam. After Vietnam, you wanted to go to the United States. So the person who wanted to explore and know a lot, let's say, for example, know the culture of Vietnamese, so that is what we call explorer. Okay, so the person is exploring. Okay, so in this particular project for history, the person here shows the roots of all the explorers, of the person who is moving from one place going to another place. So that is explorer mind.
Explore.
Yes. So do you understand it now? What's an explorer?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Okay, now moving on now, Mai. Now let's try to answer the blanks in here based on the story. Okay? Can you read this one again, Mai?
Sometimes my teacher gives us homework. I don't mind doing
Yes.
my homework.
So I don't mind doing my homework.
Except,
Yes. So except.
except,
Yes. Except.
except when the weather is really, really nice and all my friends are outside.
Very good.
On those nights, I,
I'd, I'd
I really
rather.
rather, rather be outside with them. So I try
I try do,
to do my homework,
wait, I have to get,
to
okay?
get
So, yeah, to get my
homework
homework.
done quickly.
Yes. And then,
Tonight I have some English homework. We have been reading a book. We have to read a chapter of the book and
answer.
answer the question at the end of the chapter.
That's correct.
It is an interesting book, so the homework for this is quite easy.
Very good. Okay. And then,
My math homework is not so easy. I have to do some addition and subtraction. I don't mind that, but there are some problems that
that, that,
that need to
yes, that need to
to
be,
to be showed.
yes,
Problems
in, involve,
involve
involve
addition,
addition.
subtraction, and multiplication.
Yes, that's right.
I am not too good with number. I need to work hard,
Harder.
Order on my math. I just fishing a
Finish. I just
finish.
finished
I just finished a project for his history.
history
I had to make a map for Canada with diagrams.
diagrams. Diagrams. Wait. Showing.
Showing
Yeah, showing
showing the
roots
rules of on the explore.
explorers. Very good. Okay. Now, in this particular story that we had read my, do we have here words that has the OI sounds? What do you think? Do we have here the OI sound? So we're going to find them. Okay, first one, what is the
Homework.
word? Homework, home,
Mm,
it's not
is
OI. Doing, right? My doing. So it has the OI word, right?
doing.
Yes. What else? Okay, aside from that, do we have here? Okay, we don't have, right? Next, what about here, Mike? Okay, we don't have my, okay? Okay, so that means it's just only one here in this particular story. But of course, we are going to learn the OI words in here. Okay, Mai? Okay,
Yes.
now let's try to understand this one, phrases and sentences structure. So when we say mind plus doing
Doing.
something, okay? So example, can you read this one, Mai?
I don't mind going for a walk.
Yes, so meaning when we say mind, you don't mind, okay? Mind, of course, mind, when I say mind is your mind, right? It's your brain, so that's your mind. And then after the word mind, you have to do something. Let's say, for example, I don't mind going for a walk. So that means you don't mind going to go somewhere for a walk. Okay? So that is mind plus doing something. Okay, Mai? Or let's
Yes.
say another one. Let's say, for example, I don't mind coming to a party. So we use the word mind plus doing something. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, next. Can you read this one, Mai?
I'd
Rather.
rather.
Okay. Or when we say I'd rather, that is the shortened form of I
I
would rather.
rather.
Okay. So when do we use this phrase? Let's say, for example, can you read this one, Mai?
I I rather
Rather.
rather to be outside.
Yes. So what's the structure of this? So we have the so-called subject plus would rather, okay, plus do something. Let's say, for example, I is the subject. And then you have to use the contracted form of would rather. So what's the contracted form of would rather, my? I'd rather. So therefore, we have to use I'd rather. Then plus do something. What are you going to do? To be.
To be outside.
Yes. So you're doing out. You're doing, okay? You are doing something. That's why you have to be outside. Okay? Okay, Mai. So that is what we call subject plus would rather plus do something. So in order for us to use that in a sentence, we have to say, I'd rather to be outside.
I'd rather to be outside.
Okay, so we use now the I'd rather. So the I'd rather is the shortened form of I would rather.
Rather.
And I here is the subject, that's the S, and then would rather.
Rather.
Yes. If we try to use the contracted form of this, we have to say I'd rather, just like
I'd
this one.
rather.
Yes, okay? And then, number 3, Mai, what is this?
I have to do something.
Yes, so meaning you have to do something. Just like, for example, again, subject plus have to plus do something. So, example, Mai, can you read?
Mm, I have
I,
to wash the
dishes.
dishes.
Yes. Oh, look at this one. So, what is the subject? I. Followed by have to. And then followed by you're doing something. So what did you do, Mai?
Mm,
Wash
wash the dish.
dishes. So wash the dishes. So I have to wash the dishes. Okay, so that is what we mean by have to do something. Okay, Mai?
Yes.
Okay. Number 4, there is the so-called interpretation here, Vietnamese interpretation. So, do you know what is it now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, get something done or have something done. So, the Vietnamese is, what is it? Koto Gido Hoan Tan. I don't know. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Mai. So, what's the example in here? Bob.
Bob gets his homework done before 4 p.m.
Yes, so Bob gets his homework done before 4 p.m. So again, get something done. Get and
Some
then something, something, which is your homework
homework.
done. Okay, before 4 p.m. Okay, Mai?
Yes.
Okay. Then the fifth one is quite, quite plus adjective.
Adjective.
Yes, like, so this one is the Vietnamese term, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then what are you going to say? Example?
The weather is quite hot.
Yes. So we use the word quite, and we use the adjective hot. Okay, Mai? So we use
Yes.
the adjective hot. So what particular hot is that? It's quite hot. Something that describes the what? The quiet, which is hot. Okay, Mai? Okay, the
Yes.
last one. Write, write
That.
down or
Mm,
note down.
Note down.
Yes. So when we say write down, you have to write. Okay, write it on your paper. So that is write down. When we say note down, it's the same. You have to write it also on your paper. Okay? So example my is
I have to write down everything my teacher says.
yes. So meaning if your teacher says something, you have to write it down. Or you can also say note down
Note down.
or write down.
Write down.
Okay, very good, Mai. Okay? So do you understand it now, Mai?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So, oh, okay, it's already time, Mai. Okay? So we are going to pause for this one and we are going to continue this one next meeting, Mai. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have questions before we say goodbye?
Yes.
Do you have questions?
Mm, I I don't know
Okay, what part?
is not down.
Note down. Ah, okay. The same with write down. Okay? So when we say write down, it's also the same when we say note down. Like for example, I have to write down everything my teacher says. Or it could also be I have to note down everything my teacher says. So note down and write down is the same, meaning you have to write, you have to note. Same. Okay, Mai? Do you understand it now? The same. The meaning of write
Right.
down and note down is the same. Okay, you know how to write, right? Write down means you have to write. Note down, you have to write also. Okay? The only difference between the two is this one is write, this one is note. Okay? But of course, if you are writing, you're writing. If you are note taking, you are also writing. Okay, Mai? So the meaning of that is the same. Okay? You can also use note down. You can also use write down. Okay, Mai?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So do you have any questions so far?
Now done.
Okay. Don't you worry. I'm going to send to you the vocabulary that has the meaning in it. Okay, and I want you to practice, practice reading, practice pronouncing the words which I am going to send you. Okay, Mai?
Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much for your time. We'll see you again on our next lesson. Okay, bye-bye, Mai.
Yes.
Okay,
Goodbye.
bye.